Hi everybody, welcome to our second Yiddish class. How was it with the first class? Well, I hope it wasn't so bad. In fact, I know that it was just fine, right? But if you had any doubts, if you had any problems with the exercises or with the vocabulary, I don't know, you can send me an email and I will have enormous pleasure to answer you, okay? Well, in fact, there is a thing that I forgot to mention in the first class, but I think that this is not a big deal because you have already figured it out. The thing is that Yiddish is a language written and read from right to left, not from left to right as English, okay? So always that you're going to write or read English, Yiddish, start from right to left, okay? I forgot to mention it, but I suppose that you have already figured it out this, like I said, okay? So let's start with today's class, seeing two sounds that we have here. The first sound is the sound of R, okay, represented by this letter, the letter resh. In fact, you are going to see that this sound of R here is not like the American sound of R, is like more the German sound of R, okay? When we are going to the vocabulary, you pay attention to my pronunciation so that you will see that it's not an R, but in fact it's R, okay? It's another kind of sound. And the second letter here, the letter Tet, gives us the sound of T, okay? So with these two new sounds and the sounds that we have already seen, we are going to see the vocabulary. Here you go, the vocabulary. So let's see again from right to left, okay? So er is the pronoun he, okay? Then we have bear with the sound that we have already seen, bear. So it's beer, bear is beer, easy, isn't it? Then we have tate, the tate is the father. The tate is the husband of the mame that we have already seen. And last one we have bet. Bet is bed, okay? Pay attention. In English we say bed with D, here we say bet, okay? With the T sound, this new sound that we have seen. And now I'm going to give you the exercises. So here you have the exercises, okay? Again, translate in the first exercise from Yiddish to English, then in the second exercise from English to Yiddish, okay? So please pause your video now, make the translation, and don't go on without making the exercise. When you are ready, you push play again and start with the lesson, okay? Pause your video now, we are going to see in a few minutes. Bye bye. So how was it with the exercise? Any problems? No, I think no. We are seeing and we are studying only easy words for now, yeah? But soon enough we are going to start with more interesting things, okay? Let's see two more sounds. Well, this first letter, this round letter like the O or like the zero, okay, is the samech and it represents the sound S, okay, the S. And here you have this letter, the dalet, represents the sound D, okay, the normal D. Well, like we did before with these two new sounds and the sounds that we have already learned, let's see some more vocabulary. Okay, here you go, the new vocabulary. I want you to pay attention to the R that I have said, okay? That is not kind of the American R. So here you go, messer. Okay, it's not messer, it's messer. Messer is the knife. Here we have der. Der is the definite article, the, okay, but for masculine things, okay? In Yiddish there is differentiation between masculine and feminine nouns, okay? We have already seen the indefinite article, the a, yeah, like to say a mame, a tate, and now we have der to say definite article to masculine things like der tate, okay? So we have a tate and der tate. Here we have emer, okay, emer, no new sound here. Emer is pail or bucket, I don't know, what do you prefer, bucket, okay? And here we have our first verb, the verb est, conjugated to the third person, eats, so he eats, Okay, we have seen how do we say he is okay, so we can now say est, he eats. Okay, this is our first verb to be used only in third person. Okay, in future lessons we are going to see how do you say I eat, you eat, and go on, and so on. But now he eats is est. Est is for the third person. Okay, are you ready for the exercises? So here you have the exercises for these two new sounds and these vocabularies. Now you can see that we have some bigger sentences, like in 7 here, der Tate est. Okay, we are getting with more interesting things. Okay, so pause your video now, please, make the exercises, and don't go on without making the exercises. If you have any doubts, write me. Okay, but don't go on without making these exercises. When you are ready, you push the play on and continues with the movie. Okay, so pause your video now, and we are going to meet again in a few minutes. Bye bye. Well, how was it with this exercise? Any problems? No, I hope no. Okay, and for today, let's see our two last sounds and some new vocabulary. The two last sounds that we are going to see in this class are these ones. This letter represents the sound L. Okay, and these letters represent the sound of age, the h, in fact, like you say hat, hammer, or I don't know. Okay, this sound of h. Okay, so with these two new sounds, let's see some vocabulary. Are you ready? Well, now it's well, we have a lot of vocabulary, isn't it? So let's see together. Almer, Almer. Pay attention to the sound of R. Okay, American speakers. Almer is the closet, closet. Lehrer is the teacher for masculine. As I said, in Yiddish you have differentiation between masculine and feminine nouns. Okay, so teacher is masculine. I am your lehrer, right? In these videos, in these classes, I am your lehrer. Lehrer is the teacher. Well, here we have a easy one. Hammer is hammer. Okay, but pay attention that you say here hammer. Don't say hammer. Okay, it's hammer. Okay, then we have teller. It's close to letter, right? But here we have teller is the plate. Teller is a plate. Mel is floor. Mel is floor. Pay attention to the sound of L. Okay, mel. And our second verb that we are going to see, hot. I'm sorry, hot. Hot. You have to pronounce this strong, hot. Okay, some people will pronounce hot, that's why I said hot, but for now let's pronounce it hot. Okay, so hot is the verb has, in fact the verb to have for the third person, as we have already seen. For now we are going to study verbs on the third person, so we have est, the verb to eat, and the verb hot, the verb to have. Okay, so hot, he has. Okay, for example, hot a teller, he has a plate. Here, teller, yeah. Hot a teller, hot a mame, yes, he has a mother. That's a good thing. Okay, now we can make sentences using the verb has. That is a very useful verb, and you already know the verb est. For example, est mel. Est mel, he eats flour. Okay, oh, it's weird to eat only flour, isn't it? But you can say this now in Yiddish. Yeah, he eats flour. Okay, in fact these kind of sentences that I am showing you will appear on the exercises. Okay, so are you ready for them? I'm going to put them here on screen. Here you go, the next exercises for today. Okay, so now you have good sentences like in 5. Der Tate hat a Messer, right? Or in 4, hat a teller, and things like that. Now you can do real interesting Yiddish sentences with verbs and subjects, and we are going to get more interesting on that. Okay, so again, if you have any doubts, if you have any problems, write me, don't hesitate on that. Okay, and I hope meeting you again on our next video with some more sounds and with some new vocabulary and exercises. Okay, do this exercise now, and I hope we can see each other on the next video again. Thank you everybody, bye bye.